marketing. So if you're texting a cold lead and someone goes to your Facebook page and it's private, then they think this is a scam, they're probably gonna think it's a scam. So you need to keep your profile public, and you should have, the picture should be of you. It shouldn't be like of your pet pig or your horse or something else. It should be a nice, inviting picture of you, where someone can go there for 5 seconds, because that's about the attention span of most people, and find a little bit out about you and what you're about. So the other thing too, just be yourself, and we never want to have any information on our personal page about our company or our company logo or link. So just logo is a no-go on your personal page. Remember that. Okay, go ahead and go to the next slide. This is just a sample profile.
Wait, I'm sorry. I missed the number 5 on the last slide.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, cool.
Just,
okay.
yeah, they're not posting the link.
Good.
Yep. Thank you.
So this is a sample of what a great personal profile would be. She's smiling. She's got an inspirational quote above her. Lifestyle posts are good if you're vacationing with your family, or like when Will and those guys go to Hawaii, they could put a cover photo up there. Because we're in the lifestyle business, and that's what people want, and that's what people, that is what attracts people in. And then if you look underneath, you can tell a little bit about her. She's into inspiration, animals, beauty. This is actually a top leader in a makeup company. So go ahead. So, does anybody have a fan page or a business page for their business? A few people, okay, and I know Angie does this, and you've got a really good one. So this is something that immediately will establish you as an authority in what you're doing. So if you don't have a fan page, I just encourage you to get one, because it takes about 5 minutes to set up, and it needs to be, I hope it's not like a billboard for Regina Life, because Regina Life already has a website and they already have a Facebook page, and we don't want to be little marketing minions for Regina Life. We need to brand ourselves in this business. So set your fan page up and have a nice smiling picture of you on it. And then it can be about, well, anything you want it to be about, but have it be related to either MLM, making money, organics, health and wellness, something around that where you can share value on that page. One advantage of having a page is that you can boost ads, and you can also drive traffic to the page and get likes. Once you have that group of like-minded people there, you can take them off of that page and start a group. If I had to choose and didn't have the time to have a group and interact, I would definitely have a fan page. So I would encourage you all to set up a fan page for sure. You can sell in both a group and a fan page, whereas you cannot sell on your personal profile. It's actually against Facebook standards. And if they catch you doing it, they will shut you down. So, and a note about running Facebook ads on your page, you also cannot run them to an affiliate website or an MLM website. So if you do that, make sure you're sending them to a capture page or your own site. Okay, I think any questions on setting up your personal profile, whether or not to have a group or a fan page or both? Yes?
You say not to put anything related to your business, like your logo or things like that, on your personal profile. But you know how on the side it has the bio part.
Mm-hmm.
What are your recommendations for that?
I recommend starting a fan page, a business page, and call it whatever you want, like the health and wellness, some name around that, and then link from your personal page, put it there, and then that is going to, when that cold lead goes over there and sees that, they're going to click on that and go find out a little bit more about what you're talking about, because it is okay to sell on your business page. People expect that. So, but you won't get a lot of traction on your business page unless you're paying to boost those posts. Just keep that in mind. And that's one advantage of the group, is that you can advertise for free in the group, and you can also sell in the group. So, did you have a question?
I do. I was doing great in this kind of marketing, but I stopped doing it because it hurts my eyes, and I can't be on a screen for like more than 5 minutes. So I'm afraid how I was so good at it is I would reply to people and build a relationship, like a real relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And so now I feel like I know that I can't reply to a bunch of people.
Yeah.
So do you think it's still good on a fan page if I just
you're saying it's like if they comment, you have a hard time interacting?
I won't have enough time, I can do a video and I can post it, or I can do a Facebook Live and a business page, but I can't type a lot, I can't look.
Yeah, I would still recommend setting up a fan page or having someone help you set one up, because it establishes you as an authority in your business.
Posting content without replying.
Yeah, and share content. And, you know, if you can use do you know the microphone inside of Private Messenger?
Yeah, I do, I use that.
You use that? Okay, because that's a really great way to
I know how to, it's just now I have.
finding it and all of that, okay.
Yeah, it's just-
All right, so let's go on to the tip number. Oh, this is a sample fan page. You can go back. This is Tanya Liza. She's, I don't know, do you guys know who she is? I love her. She's one of my mentors. This is her fan page. Of course, you can see everything about her. I mean, she says, I help network marketers, build better businesses. And she's inviting, she's smiling. She's also got a link here to visit her group, because she does have a private group as well. So that's just a sample of what a business page can look like. Okay, so tip number 3 is to prospect daily on Facebook. If you're handing out drop cards and you're texting 10 leads and you're talking to people in the grocery store line, then you should be talking to people on Facebook. If you're not, you're really missing out, and at the end of the year, you would have such a bigger business and so many more people on your team if you just utilize reaching out to people on Facebook. And Facebook's really good because you can target your prospect. You can really target. When you're talking to somebody in the grocery store line, you may not know anything about them. You probably don't. But on Facebook, you can find out anything you want about a person, because all you gotta do is go to their page and stalk them a little bit. So, and you'll even find out, Chuck always says this, what they had for dinner last night, and if they have kids, where they work, what their hobbies are. You just get a lot of information about that person. You might find out you don't wanna work with that person. You go over there and check it out, and you're like, no, I'm not reaching out to them. So another way to target is to hang out in groups, and Joan mentioned, joining an MLM group. If you want to recruit MLMers, you can join groups, make friends. It's really going to come from your relationships and your friendships that you form online. So the private messaging, and then again, I mentioned earlier we can run ads on our business page if we want to do that, target and prospect. So with private messaging, when I first started in Redental Life, I was really ambitious, and I was like, I'm gonna private message 20 people a day. And I went in and I was like, hey Joe, I just started this awesome business, it's such a great opportunity. We have non-GMO products, and here's my link, bam. Just spammed them the link. I mean, how do you think I did? So I got rejected a lot, yeah. And I messaged a lot of people and screwed up a lot. And I've kind of narrowed it down and tweaked it to a 3-step formula for private messaging. And if you include these 3 things, I get a lot less rejection now, and I get answered almost always. So the first one is compliment. Give a sincere compliment to who you're reaching out to. If you can't find something nice to say that you really, really mean, then just find another prospect, because surely you can find something nice to say. So compliment. The second step is get to the point of why you're reaching out. Does anybody struggle with, you get the rapport and then you don't know when to slide in with your business? It's like a kind of, so when you're private messaging, it's the same thing. I mean, if you're beating around the bush, pussyfooting around about why you reached out, then 4 or 5 days later, you're still messaging this person. And you're kind of like, when can I find that moment to, get in there? So, so after you give them a compliment, get to the point, then of course qualify. We qualify every day. That's what we do in our business. So let's go ahead to the next slide, and I have an example here. So in this first example, again, this has worked really great for me lately. So I'm giving compliment on compliment on compliment, and it's all sincere, okay? And then I'm looking for leaders to take to the top of my company. Well, what does she see when she reads that? Man, she thinks I'm cool. She thinks I'm smart. And she wants, and then money, right? Everyone likes more money. So when I say I want to take somebody to the top of my company, I mean it. I'm looking for people to take to the top of my company. So it's true. And then, of course, qualify. Are you open to a side gig? So very simple, 1, 2, 3. Okay, go ahead and go to the next one. So on the next one, do you guys ever struggle with how to reach out to someone? Like, you're like, okay, I need to message my 5 people today, but I don't know what to say. I just kind of like writer's block or whatever signature keyboard. I know I've been there and I'm like, okay, I need to message these people, but what do I say? This is a good excuse to reach out to somebody. You can just say, hey Lori, I saw your post come up in my news feed, and it inspired me to reach out, and it hit me, you're the kind of person I'm looking for to work with. And then qualify again. So now this one, you don't just want to copy and paste. You want to make sure you did actually go to that person's page, and they, because if they haven't posted in 3 years, you're gonna be like, what? So make sure it's authentic, make sure you're telling the truth. Okay, so those are just a couple of scripts there. And if anybody needs help with that, private message me and I will gladly go stalk your friends and come back and say, this is what you said. Yeah. Okay, number 4 is stop selling and start storytelling. Stop selling. Stop selling on Facebook, you guys. People are over it. People are tired of people going into their messenger with a link or a great product. They're tired of hearing all about a great product. So we've got to stop selling and start storytelling. And Will's team does a great job of this with on the stories. They're holding up the checks. You guys are smiling. That's attractive, and that's attraction marketing. But basically, when you tell stories, you're engaging your audience. You're giving them something you can inform them about or educate them about. They're getting value. It's about value. And this is building goodwill and trust with the people on your page. So sharing funny things, sharing before and afters, testimonials, those are good stories to tell to pique interest. Because what we want to do ultimately is just pique interest and then get them back into private messenger. All right, we also, be sure you focus on benefits and what's in it for them, because no one cares about anything else except what is in it for them. So just be sure when you're posting, think not how can I sell, but how can I help? And if you get your mind in the right frame, then you'll post something of value that people will interact with. And that is what's going to cause more action on your page and more people visiting. Then when you share, Facebook will show it to more people. And I'll get into how Facebook does that, like the algorithms and the set of rules. Okay, tip, let's go. I think I have an example here. Yes, this is a good example of a story. And this guy used to drink and smoke and all that. So this is his transformation of losing about 25, 30 pounds on weight loss shake. So this is just a really good way to show someone's progress with your product without having a picture of the product and talking about it having 22 grams of protein. Tell a story. Okay, one more. This is me and my son at Shoreline Village. Does anybody recognize where this is? I know y'all have probably been there, some of y'all. Long Beach. And so the story that I'm telling here is, have you ever wanted to spend more time with your kids? Picture me and my kid there. Only to have to warehouse them in daycare, just to feed them. Okay, and then by the time you pay for work clothes, hair and nails, because you gotta look good to go to work, more doctor bills because they're sick, more in daycare, only to find out that at the end of the day, you have just a couple of bucks left. So what am I doing with this? And of course I go on to talk a little bit more about the perks of having your home-based business. So I'm painting a picture in the mind of that mother who's on the freeway at 5:45 in the morning with the kids strapped into the back seat, pulling up to the daycare. The kids are screaming because they don't want to leave mama. And then she's got to get them out and hope they have a nutritious snack and a meal while she's working 8 hours at a job she doesn't want to be at because she'd rather be with her kids. Only to leave that job, go back to the daycare, get some cranky, hungry kids in the car so she can take them home, feed them, bathe them, put them to bed, just so she can get up the next morning and do it all over again. And that's what we have a solution to. That's what we offer people, a way out. So do you think I got some working moms that said, hey, what are you doing? Sure. Hey.
I like how you were speaking directly to the prospect instead of you took yourself out of the caption.
like, hey, have you ever, you speaking to them, I think that's what draws people in, gets them to engage.
Thank you, yeah. Okay, so any questions about storytelling? Okay.
Another question, let's say, this is a perfect example, so some mother responds and saying, wow, this is interesting, how did you manage to do it? And then what, you follow up, and then the rule is what? How long is an exchange before you actually, can I send you something, or the person will ask you like, is there any information you can provide me with? How long does it take until you make them or become either a customer or affiliate?
Great question. So what I do is when someone comments like that and says, hey, what are you doing? And sometimes I'll get private message just because they don't want to comment. But when they comment, I always try to reply to that comment. And we'll talk about that later because it increases your engagement and Facebook just keeps showing it to more and more of your friends. So, but what I do then is I will ask someone to, I'll private message them. I'll say, hey, I saw your comment on my post. Thank you for your comment. If I sent some information over about what I'm doing, when could you take a look? And then I just do the regular, how we show them what we have, and then I do the following up. And it just varies. I mean, some people join right away, and other people join a month or two later. I mean, so following up is key. Now to stay in touch with them. If it's not the right time, sometimes I've gone back in. Now that I'm doing it a year, I've gone back around and said, hey, I know we touched base when I first started here, and I'm still here going strong. Has anything changed in your life? Would you like to take another look? Or would you be open to taking another look? And I've actually enrolled people that I reached out to a year ago that said no. So that's another reason to stay around and don't give up. Because people will come in at all different times. Yes.
I have a question. As far as when you're making a post like similar to this one, when we say keep it more about the prospect or keep it more about the person rather than ourselves, what's a good way to tell a story and either not make it personal or not make the person feel like you're talking at them instead of to them?
Yeah, I think just focusing on what's in it for them. If you just keep in your mind, how can I benefit this person or help this person with my opportunity or what I'm doing? And that is the best way, because when someone reads something, that's what they're thinking about. They're thinking about themselves, And there's attraction marketing where you could be showing pictures of yourself, like when Will and them go to Hawaii, and I'm sitting there right here going, man, I really want to go to Hawaii. But yeah, like showing that kind of stuff draws people in too. But the focus is not like on you, it's about what, just like when they're sharing the checks. I mean, Will's saying, not come get my check, come get your check. So, the focus is always on the benefits to the other person, the prospect. So, all right, cool. And we talked a little bit about this, but my tip number 5 for marketing on Facebook would be to use attraction marketing. And we talked about lifestyle posts. We are in the lifestyle business, guys. I encourage you to, while you're here this weekend, get some pictures with palm trees, the alligators, whatever. Put them up on Facebook and say, why don't we take one now? Let's do that. I want to take a picture. Because I do attraction marketing on my Facebook page, so I'm going to take a picture with you guys. Anybody else want to take a selfie with me?
Sure.
Yes.
All right. All right, so if y'all want to get your, all right, let me see if I can use it. Maybe. Oh, I just did it on this side. I'm not good at this. Okay, ready? I'm like, ready? Cheese. Okay, I got half my face. It worked. Look at this.
Maybe I
That's
should get a little
attraction
head.
for you right there. Okay, so what I want you to do this weekend while you're here is, I was going to post that, but it's so horrible.
Do again.
Yeah, let me try
Selfie
it.
stick. Who's got it?
I'm just good at taking selfies.
I have mine.
Real good.
Oh, wait,
Yeah, Will, with your long arms. There you go. No, go back up. There you go. Yay. No, just tilt it.
Yeah, there
Tilt
you
it.
Okay, that's better.
I think.
All right, so if you've never posted,
We'll show them right now.
if anybody posted an attraction marketing post on their Facebook page, or what they think is maybe attraction marketing, okay, I know you guys have. Y'all are like great at it. What you're gonna do, like a picture like that, I would share, and I would say, I'm having such a great time at my corporate training in Orlando this weekend. Or man, I'm having a blast with all my friends hanging out in Florida this weekend. What does that do? It's leaving curiosity on the table. It's piquing interest. People are like, up in New York where it's raining and it's cold. Landy's down there with the sun and the palm trees. What is she doing? So, basically, or I don't know that she's with a corporation. What corporation are you with? It's just piquing interest. So you're gonna get comments, you're gonna get questions if you're posting pictures. So when you're at these events, definitely share that on your page because that's what's gonna draw people into you. They're gonna wonder, what's Ivan up to over there? All right, so again, when you wanna attract and not repel, if you are sharing your link, you're repelling. I promise you, you're not attracting. So if you don't get anything out of this training, never, ever, ever share your link in someone's messenger unless they ask you for it. And never put it on your personal page, because like I said, you could get shut down, and people don't want to see that. They want value, okay? So, great ways to do attraction marketing, share pictures of results from products. Melissa's been using our skincare for 5 days, and she already has such plump skin and no fine lines and wrinkles. So we want to focus on benefits over features. So, a good way to get your mind right, and you can write this down. You can put like benefits on one side, features on the other, and draw a line. But a good way to distinguish, because this is confusing, and sometimes there really is a fine line, literally, not just on your paper. That was a horrible joke. But the benefits of a product are going to be what it does for the person. How does it help them? How does it change their life? What can it do for them? The features are going to be more like the ingredients and things like that. So let's talk about the Skinny Shake. What are some of the benefits that we could talk about if we were talking about our Skinny Shake?
Look better in your swimsuit.
Very good. Yeah, lose weight, have more energy.
Probiotics, you need it for your health.
Yeah, healthy gut. But getting to what people really want is what you want to do. Have the energy, be healthier,
Feel good.
run on the beach with your kids this summer. Be able to be the envy of all your girlfriends because you lost all this weight.
I lost 10 pounds in like not even 2 weeks. So
Wow.
the shake's pretty badass. I mean,
The shake is good. Yeah.
Get on that
I know Michael's been drinking the shake too. You liking it?
It keeps you satisfied.
Yeah,
longer.
it's really good. I like it. And so what would be features of the shake?
22 grams of protein.
Very good.
Or-
So do you think your audience really cares about that? Yeah. They want to look good on the beach.
Yeah.
They don't really care. They might want to know it's organic because people are becoming more cognizant of what they're putting in their bodies now than ever before.
Plant-based.
And plant-based because of vegans. Those kind of things might be important to a small percentage of people. But what's going to get them there will be what it does for them first. And then all that other stuff's secondary. They're going to rule it out if it doesn't fit after that. But if you're getting results, that's what's going to get them to be attracted to the post. All right, number 6. Wait, more examples. Okay, so this is a lifestyle post I did. I was in Santa Cruz on the boardwalk. And this one I just said, my question to you is, would you want to always have to do something that your employer tells you to do just so you can keep a job? What if it's against your morals, your values, something? What if you don't want to do what someone tells you to do just to keep a job? And then of course I go into having your own business. The other one, this is the one that actually my sister joined after seeing. I had been prospecting her because she was having joint pain, and I was telling her about Regeniflex and all this, and astaxanthin. She just wasn't having it. She just thought I was trying to sell her some supplements. But when she saw the video of me doing a demo, she ended up being a customer. She still orders the skincare now. She's on auto ship, so that's funny. My own family, wasn't having it till I did a Facebook video. So, and what I did here, all I did, guys, if you are looking to get a customer, like you need your customer for your check match, do a product demo. I mean, since the beginning of time, product demos have sold products. So all I did here is I talked about the benefits of the skincare, and then I just showed how I used it. I just did a demonstration. Alrighty, almost done here, guys. Tip number 6 is network. Network on Facebook. We are network marketing professionals. So be sure that you are joining like-minded groups. If you have a hobby, like you like to fish or golf, join those groups and you will make genuine online friends. I say genuine online friends because, you know, you might meet them someday at a training like this. But you will make friends who know, like, and trust you over time. And I like to think of prospects as little bank accounts. You know, if you weren't making regular deposits in your bank account and you went to make a withdrawal, do you think you'd get anything out of it? So we can't look at prospects like they're a piece of meat. They're humans. We have to, well, I mean, you could, I guess. But anyway, different training. So the prospects are humans, so we need to be making deposits of value into them, okay? And how we do that is by lifting them up, okay? Facebook lets you know when someone's having a birthday. It's like they do the work for you. So if you did nothing but reach out to the, say, 2 or 3 people a day on your Facebook that are having a birthday, and you did that like over a period of a year, you would have over 1,000 people, guys, that think you're pretty awesome. That think you're pretty cool because you went in and you took that extra second to lift them up in some way. You can also just message, you know, if you want more numbers, message 5 people a day on your friends list and just lift them up. You know, hey Chuck, I think you're really awesome and I'm glad we're friends. You know, just a sincere, you know, give somebody an encouraging thought for the day. Not only sharing inspiration on your wall, but reaching out to them and making those small deposits so that when you do present your business or you do post about your business, they will be more receptive to seeing that post and liking that post because they like you. So that's some tips on prospecting. Of course, meeting new people by joining groups. And I touched on this in the beginning, just setting aside that 10 to 15 minutes a day where you just discipline yourself to do Facebook. You can break it up or do it all at once, but just invest some time into Facebook and it will come back to you. Okay, so how many of you guys know what algorithm means? Nobody? Okay, it's nothing but a set of rules that Facebook uses to determine whether or not your crap gets shown. I mean, basically. They use a set of rules to determine whether or not they show your post to your friends or whoever. And the top 4 things here is how they're going to prioritize this. And the first one is that live videos are going to be shown the most. And Marcy in here, she does a great job. Where are you? There you are. Marcy does a really good job with live videos. So if you're comfortable going live and being in front of the camera, definitely do that. You can do product demonstrations, or you can just talk about, you know, whatever you want to talk about. But that's a good way to grow your audience is to do live videos. And Facebook will show them more than anything else. So lives are king. The next thing that they will show are videos uploaded. What's wrong? Oh.
Okay.
So the next thing that's shown would be videos uploaded directly to Facebook. So not YouTube videos that you put up there, but videos you shot yourself and you upload. They're going to get more traction. They're going to come up, you know, they're going to be more in compliance with the Facebook algorithm. So if you do something on YouTube and share it, it's not going to get seen as much. Facebook does not like to drive traffic away. Like Mark Zuckerberg would be happy if we all just camped on Facebook and just lived on there forever. So pictures with text would be next. So testimonials, before and afters. And then the last one is text. And one way to hack that I do a lot is I use that little, you know how you can use the color background? Underneath you can choose a color, you can put balloons. Have you guys seen that feature when you type something? If you use that, then it will drive more eyeballs to your text. So that kind of helps because more people notice it. Of course, shares are king. So, and those posts that are getting interaction are going to be shown more. So if you're sharing something that's relevant, people share it. What that does is that raises your own Facebook presence, and then Facebook will show your business post to more people at that point. So some tips for hacking, the next one is tips for hacking the algorithm. Again, we're going to tell stories, we're going to share inspiration, education, information. We're not going to put links with our posts. Use photos whenever possible. Oh, and this one's a good one. Don't compete with your own post. So like if it's 8 a.m. and you're like, I'm enjoying my skinny shake this morning, and then at 8:05 you're like, I'm having my juggling tea. You know, it's like you're 5 minutes apart or 15 minutes apart, or even you're competing with your own post. So you don't want to plug a product, you know, spread them out. Do like 4 or 5 valuable posts to maybe 1 business plug. Okay? Using caption with your videos. So if you do videos and you upload them, and I learned this because I was kind of doing a little bit of research for this training. 85% of Facebook users have Facebook with the sound off. That was shocking to me. I was like, really?
Some of them are probably at work, you know.
Yeah, so 85% of users use Facebook with the sound off. So if you put captions on your videos, Facebook automatically shows them to more people. So that's a hack. All right, always reply to comments on your, if somebody says, hey, I'm interested, PM me. Don't just go PM them, say, I'll PM you now. Or ask them a question, hey, how have you been lately? Try to encourage engagement, because when you get engagement on your posts, that's what Facebook likes, and that's what they're gonna show to more people. Okay. And these are just more lifestyle posts of pictures that you can take when you're out and about. I was telling a story in this one. I don't even remember what it was. Oh, this is the Big Al thing where, you know, I've got a great story. It takes about 2 minutes. Might make you a lot of money, might not. You know, that one. Okay. Almost done. Top performing post ideas. All right, newsjacking. So this is when something is viral in the news and you share it on your page, more people are going to interact and comment on that, so that's going to raise your presence there. So talking about anything like that's viral will help you increase your presence. Post a live Q&A around a certain topic. A controversial topic will get even more traction. Share your customer success stories. Humor, and then the last one is so funny. Start a divisive debate. This is one of the, you know, I always just think, you know, I don't want you to spew hate on your Facebook page, okay? But stay true to who you are and be authentic, and, you know, love it, leave it, like it, whatever. You know, you will get your tribe. So if you stand true to what you believe in and what you stand up for, and even if you don't have a big cause or passion or whatever with something, just even your own friends and followers will relate with you on some level if you're just being authentic and being yourself. So I don't sugarcoat it on my page, and that's just how I do it. So I think that that is it. So I will open up for questions, or, yeah.
When I was doing very, very well, just there's another little tip. Before you post something, go like